Good morning. So in this week's parsha, towards the end, towards the end of Galus, Hashem will finally take care of Amalek. But we see by Moshe Rabbeinu, the first approach to Amalek, it says that his hands were getting heavy on him. And the reason for that is because he was lazy. He did not go over himself to fight. How can Rashi bring this down? We know that he already learned the lesson the first time. That when he did not give a bris to Eliezer, his son, Hashem wanted to kill him for that. So you think he would not get up and get moving now? When it comes to the Mechama and Amalek? And he said also, tomorrow I will go up on the mountain. What is going on? And we see also that when Moshe Rabbeinu was going to go up the Milo, it says, he comes up to Hashem and he says, we got to get someone else to take me over. Maybe my son, or whoever it may be, that will go out to war and bring them back. So we see that he went himself out to war. What happened by Amalek? What happened by Amalek was God was not revealed. Jewish people said that Yesh Havaya b'kirbeinu. Is God within us? Whatever the story is, no matter which situation a person is, he has to know God is with him. There's no such thing as Hayesh Havaya b'kirbeinu. Whether we see big miracles, Kriyas Yamsuf, going out of Egypt, sure, we know God is with us. But they did not see God by this war of Amalek, when Amalek came towards them. By Sichon and Og, HaKadosh Baruch Hu tells Moshe Rabbeinu, don't worry, don't be afraid. I am with you, and there were great miracles then. Here they didn't see God. It was a concealment of God. So what was Moshe's situation? He told Yeshua, go find young guys, strong guys, people that have fear in God. He was going to go up and fast and beseech God. Beseech to God. At first glance, Moshe Rabbeinu should have gone with his stick. Mater l'kim biyadai. He went to Paro, Melech Mitzrayim. He split the sea with his stick. Why didn't he go into war? And that is the problem, that he was lazy. He let it go. And he was too weak. Not only too weak, but he was fasting when he went up to the mountain. As long as the Moshe Rabbeinu's hands were up and they held up his hands, they won over. The people that were fighting saw Moshe Rabbeinu's hands up. They knew that Hashem is in control, whether you like it or not. And here we see something very strong message for our times. A person can be outside of the clouds. As we know, it's brought down in Parashat Vayetze, where we mention Amalek again, and Mechias Amalek, to erase Amalek from our midst, from the world. It says, Vayizaniv b'cha kol nachshalim. The ones at the mountain, the clouds, spit out, so to say. So the Torah tells us we have to deal with everyone. Not enough to deal with people in the Anan, in the cloud of Torah. That Torah protects a Jew from any evil inclination. So a person should not say, I will deal with the people in the clouds. I have a connection with them. I could talk Torah with them. I could have a conversation with them. But people which are outside of the cloud, not only outside of the cloud, but they have a suffix in Hashem, Amalek. We have to protect them from Amalek too. It's not only me and you. It's the ones out of the cloud also. They also have to be protected. We shall never look down on any Jew. They also have to be protected. And that's why Moshe Rabbeinu says, B'chai lecha anashim. Go get the strong people, which are Yiddish Shemayim too. Have fear of God. Amalek does not go after these guys. Amalek goes to the people that have less belief in God. And Amalek can tell them all different things. Amalek is the numerical value of suffix. Doubt. Doubts in God. Doubts in the capability of God. Doubts in the authentication of God. But those are only the ones that are outside the cloud that get affected. And we have to protect them also. And we can't say that they are getting punished because of this and this. We have to protect them from them. And that's why Moshe Rabbeinu's hands were heavy. Because he did not go out. It's a lesson for us, no matter how great we are. We could be a Moshe Rabbeinu. And we're talking about Hashem. In Hashem's eyes, we got to do as quick as possible like Avraham Avinu. Vayashkem Avraham ba'boker, to do a mitzvah. To do what God commanded us. We cannot leave it for some other time or for tomorrow. There's a story of a Rosh Yeshiva When there was a young bacher, a person came in to the shul, the Beis Medrash, and said that his wagon broke. Can you please help me? They were sitting and learning. They said they have no time. We'll wait for the break. We're middle learning. Half hour later, he begs by them, please. So there was a shikar over there, a drunkard that had no connection to any normalcy or anything else. He wakes up and says, go help him out right now. They laughed at him. Half an hour later, says the horse died. This young man became a Rosh Hashiva and he did not have legs. His legs did not work because he did not walk out to help out. He was in a wheelchair. There was once a Lubavitcher, which was a chasana, a wedding, where Rosh Hashiva attended. He was pulled in with a wheelchair. He couldn't get involved into the dancing. He had Rachmanis on him. He saw Rosh Hashiva, the way they respect him. And he said a Dvar Torah. He said he's going to write into the Lubavitcher Rebbe for him. Lubavitcher Rebbe told him he should teach Tanya in the yeshiva and get as many people to learn Tanya. And he did that. Within a few weeks or a month, maybe a month later, 2 months later, this Lubavitcher comes to his office. He's sitting like a regular person. But the idea is as follows. Before God known is more important than a mitzvah. Doing what he wants you to do. No one is more important than another Jew. If a Jew needs help, jump to help him. Whether his soul is yearning for godliness, whether the person's horse is falling, we have to help. And Be'ez Hashem will come to the time when God's name and God's cheer will be complete. And it should be imminently right now. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever. Long live our master, teacher, and Rebbe, King Mashiach forever and ever.